Welcome to this series where we are learning Tableau using Tableau Public. So continue with my channel and learn Tableau, and YouTube steps are showing me that you have not subscribed to the channel. Only 20% of the people who are watching the videos have subscribed to it. So subscribe to the channel so that you can get latest notification and new videos. Keep on asking the questions so that we can give you more information in upcoming videos. This channel is uh, meant to serve you better in analytics, and your questions will help us to serve you better. So let's begin the journey for Tableau. Hello and welcome to another video of Tableau Public, and in this video we are trying to cover LOD include. We have another video on LOD exclude, and some of the things which we were trying in that video, we are going to try more things around that one only, and we try to understand the difference. So let's jump and first try to understand what does LOD include does. So let's create a visual again. So let's have state here. And let's have city here. And let's have gross. Now what I want here is, even if city is not included, can it be forced included inside my calculations? And if it is included, how do I differentiate? So if you would have remembered, we talked about average of sum and we were unable to do using exclude at the state level. But the same thing we will try to replicate with include. So what we are going to say is, I want sum till this level and include it and post that to average. Can this do for me? So let's look at that now first. So let's create a calculation which is simply, first of all, LOD exclude or LOD include, and does this LOD include makes any difference right now here for us. Okay, so we go ahead and do our first calculation, which is we go to analysis tab, we go to create calculated field, and we do LOD include. Okay, and we simply write down include. Okay, then we write down dimension, which is city, colon sum of gross sales. This becomes it. And if let's save it and look at it, it does not, first time you will not feel any difference here. Here you are not feeling a difference, and even if I include the city, you will not feel any difference. And let me add the grand total to it. Total row, add column grand totals, and you still don't see any difference. So what does LOD include does for me? Right now it's not doing, because we are not doing something which can tell the power of LOD include to us. So now let's go ahead and modify it, and it may give error once we change the calculation here. So what I'm going to do right now is, now I'm going to say do the average of this one. Okay, so calculation is valid. So what I'm saying is include city, do sum of city, include at the city level, and then do the averages. And let's do. Now it's going to make a little bit of error out here. We'll remove it and add it again. Let's exclude it, include it. Now first one we don't see, but second one we started seeing a difference. Now this is something different here. This number is not same as that number. And let's go to one sheet which we created previously, where we have these numbers, state and city. So let's look at what number we are looking here. So let's say Arizona number 612. This is the number we are looking at. So if you look at Arizona, we have these numbers. Okay, and what it is doing, it is summing that up till that level, and it's doing the average. So you might question, no, how do you make sure that it is not a simple average of the gross? It's just not sum of averages. Is it just an average? Okay, that could be a good question. So let's include gross, or we already have included gross here. So let's make this gross, instead of sum, let's make it as average. And the moment we make it as average, you see the numbers are a bit low. So if they're from the line level, if they would have been sum, the number would have been much lower. Okay, but that's not the case. This number has not been summed up from the line level. The number has been summed up from the city level. So till city level, that's the level. Till city level, we are actually including the city level when it is not present in the visual, and then we are doing a sum. So we have done sum, and after that we have taken average. So now include is the one which is going to help us in the average of sum or sum of averages. So if you hear problem like that, till one level do this and post that do some other operations, LOD include and LOD exclude both can help, but LOD include will be helping in the scenarios like where it need to be included. The calculation, the dimension itself is not available in the visual, but it is still acting. So what is happening, though the city is not there available in our visual, but still the data is getting summed up till city level and post that getting out averaged out. Now when we have done exclude, what we have done, that was present in the visual but still got excluded. So one is you are present in visual and still becoming invisible. Second is you are not present in the visual, you are invisible to the visual, but you are still making your presence to count. That's the biggest difference between exclude and include. Now, how does this calculation behave when we, and let me rename it also. How does this calculation behave if I do it against something else? So let's duplicate this. Let's duplicate the sheet. And instead of state, let's try to bring in category. So I bring in category. First of all, you see the difference that averages started calculating at the category level now. Okay, so it is no more the state which is getting calculated. It is average itself is now becoming at the, now this inside the category, whatever city gross is there, that particular gross is getting averaged out at the category level now. If I remove further state, now this is our total and this is 23. Now why this still seems like 23? Because inside city, if you look at, let me add the city here, and that's why you will realize that there are almost all the cities are there in that each category, and their numbers are pretty small. And because their numbers are pretty small, when I take it back, and let's include a subtotal also here. So analysis, totals, add all subtotals, analysis, totals, show column totals on top. Okay, so now what is the number? Remember this number 2309 is the average. Similarly, we have 33 in the category 2. So 29 is the average at that level and 33 is the average at the above level, second level. Okay, now let's exclude the city here. 23 and 33. Okay, these are the numbers which we're getting there also. So the summed up number and after that calculation. And let me add the city again and let's look at back at this. See, these numbers are same. This is now doing the average, and that's the same average even if I'm not including the city. See, this is getting summed up, this is getting averaged out. It is fine till the time you have that in the calculation, but even if I'm removing the calculation, this still keep on doing the job of doing the average. That is LOD include for us, including the level of details. Now you can have more than one level as per your requirement. You can have 2 levels, you can have 3 levels, depending on the requirement you can have it. So where you want to fix the calculation. So if let's say if I wanted to have city and state included, I post that I take the average, I can have that kind of stuff out there. So both would be included. So, and there could be combinations where you include something, then you exclude something. That is also possible. Those kind of combinations also possible. So go ahead and try this out. Do let us know what else you want to cover in this particular series. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you. Get involved. Keep asking questions in comments. Subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification of our new video. Keep watching.